So it is day 8 of my cycle. I started the letrozole on day 3 of my cycle, and I took it for 5 days in a row. So, yes, and it was really like I had no side effects, very mild side effects. So I took it at night. So then I just went right to bed. So if I did have side effects, I didn't really have any. Like, I didn't feel it because I was sleeping. So that was easy, but I noticed that, so usually I bleed for 6 days. Occasionally some light, like, leftover, sorry, gross, leftover blood, I guess, on like day 7 is usually like, it happens sometimes. But today's day 8, and this morning I woke up and I went to the bathroom and I still had blood on my toilet paper when I was wiping. And so I actually ended up wearing a pad today, and I still have a little bit of blood on my pad, which is very unusual. So I don't know if that's a side effect of the medicine. I've never, ever had like bled 8 days before. But anyway, I'm hoping that that's just like a side effect of the medicine because, you know, hormones and whatever. And that, like, that won't affect anything. But tomorrow morning, I go in for an ultrasound. So on day 9 of my cycle, I go in for an ultrasound, and they are going to be able to see like how many follicles I have that are maturing. And so we'll be able to tell, you know, like how likely, or I guess not really how likely, but we'll be able to get an idea of, you know, if it's a good month to get pregnant or not. So keep you updated. All right, so just had my ultrasound to see how things are going. And what are you doing?
Fixing my hair.
So basically, what did they say my right ovary had? So my right ovary had a bunch of follicles that were like 11 millimeters in diameter, or like around that. One that was 13. But they can't like say that it's a mature follicle until it's 15. So my left ovary, I think, only had like one, and that was like 10. Oh, I didn't realize the spot was this close. But anyway, so they're gonna have me come back in 2 days. So on Sunday, I'm gonna come back, and they're gonna re-look at my ovaries and see how many follicles are maturing at that point, and hopefully they'll continue to grow at that point and not just like stay stagnant. So we shall see. Okay, so I just had my second ultrasound of the month to see how the Femera, the letrozole, was working. And so last time, 2 days ago on Friday, when they went in and looked, we had multiple follicles on the right ovary that were like large, but not large enough to say that they were for sure maturing. So I was hopeful that when I went in today that there would be like 2 or 3 that would be mature, or that would be at the point where they could say, yeah, this is going to like be a mature follicle. But I went in today and there was one that was 18 millimeters. So that one for sure is like the dominant follicle, and all of the other ones are no larger than 12 millimeters now. So it's looking like just one follicle, which is still good. Like I am hopeful that like that's one. I don't know. I'm just disappointed, I guess. I don't know. Like, I've just read so many people saying like, oh, I had like 5 follicles that were maturing, and I didn't think that I would have 5. Like, I thought like 2 or 3. Because I thought that would, you know, increase the chances that at least one of them would be, when they release an egg, one of them would be fertilized. But there's still a chance here. But I just don't really understand what the point of me taking the Femera is if only one follicle is going to be like maturing every month, because I already do that on my own. I don't know. There's still a chance, right? So it is day 15 of my cycle, my first cycle on letrozole, and I was already very disappointed the fact that I only had one follicle maturing when I went to the doctor on day 11 of my cycle. So I assumed that with that one follicle that was at 18 millimeters that I would be ovulating in the next day or two. So I started testing that day, and I don't know, something doesn't seem right. I've yet to test positive, and I don't know how long it normally takes, but like on day 15, on a medication that induces ovulation, you would think that I would have ovulated by now, and so I'm very, like, just confused. Like, am I not going to ovulate this month? What's happening? Maybe I'm just, like, blowing things out of proportion, but it just seems weird to me that I haven't ovulated yet. I haven't tested yet today, though. I'm going to test after school today because I want to test at the same time that I've been testing. So we'll see, but I don't know if this is normal or not. Well, I did all that worrying for nothing because I got home from work today, same day, tested, and we're ready to go. No, this is not a pregnancy test. This is an ovulation test. We are ready to make a baby.